The word Shambhala is a Sanskrit word that means place of peace or place of silence. It is a kingdom that is said to be located in the Himalayas of Asia. Shambhala is a place of great beauty and harmony, and it is said to be ruled by a wise and benevolent king. Shambhala is said to be the land of 1,000 names. It has been called the Forbidden Land, the land of white waters, land of radiant spirits, land of living fire, land of the living gods and land of wonders. The Hindus call it Aryavartha, the land of the worthy ones, the Chinese know it as Shitian, the western paradise of Shiwangmu, and to the Russian Old Believers, it is known as Belavoid. But throughout Asia, it is best known by its Sanskrit name, Shambhala, Shambhala, or Shangri-La. The Vishnu Purana mentions Shambhala in several places. In one passage, it is described as a blessed land that is located in the north. It is said to be a place of peace and prosperity, and it is ruled by a wise and benevolent king. The Vishnu Purana also states that Shambhala will be the birthplace of Kalki, the 10th and final incarnation of Vishnu. Kalki is said to be a great warrior who will appear at the end of the Kali Yuga, the current age of darkness and chaos. He will defeat the forces of evil and usher in a new age of peace and prosperity. The Vishnu Purana's descriptions of Shambhala have been influential in many different cultures. They have inspired artists, writers, and philosophers for centuries. Shambhala is a place of hope and promise, and it continues to fascinate and inspire people all over the world. According to legend, it is a land where only the pure of heart can live, meaning those who have achieved enlightenment. Accordingly, Kingdom of Shambhala is a place where love and wisdom reign and where people are immune to suffering, want or old age. However, the text in which Shambhala is first discussed extensively is the Kalachakra. The Kalachakra refers to a complex and advanced esoteric teaching and practice in Tibetan Buddhism. The Kalachakra Tantra or texts are a collection of material in Buddhist literature containing advanced spiritual and esoteric teachings. Kalachakra means wheel of time or cycles of time, and the Kalachakra teachings reference an external, internal, and alternative cycle, referring to spiritual cycles. Everything mentioned in the teachings occurs on the 3 levels, including Shambhala. The Kalachakra Tantra says that in the time of the degenerate age that is Kali Yuga, a great warrior named Kalki will arise from Shambhala and defeat the forces of evil. Kalki will then usher in a new golden age of peace and prosperity. The external level of Shambhala is the physical place in the north where the teachings were kept and took place. The external cycles deal with astronomy as well as Kali Yuga, the last stage the world will go through, and a war to overcome destructive forces. Shambhala is said to be the origin of those that will overcome the invaders. In the 1930s, Hitler sent several expeditions to Tibet in search of Shambhala. The most famous of these was the 1938 to 1939 German expedition to Tibet, led by Ernst Schaefer. This expedition was ostensibly a scientific mission, but it is believed that Hitler also hoped that it would find Shambhala. The German expedition to Tibet did not find Shambhala, but it did bring back a great deal of information about Tibetan culture and history. This information was used by the Nazis to support their own racial theories, and it also helped to fuel Hitler's belief in the power of Shambhala. Shambhala have had a significant influence on a number of Western writers and artists, who have been drawn to the idea of a perfect society hidden in the Himalayas.